research brings to the world. I am honored to the various dignitaries to join in light planting, and I would like to invite Dr. K.N.S. Sung. Please join us in the lighting of plant. Thank you, sir.
I request all the dignitaries to please join us in the ceremony. And I also request Professor Swapna Sharma to please join the ceremony.
Without further ado, I would like to invite Ms. Dinesh, Coordinator Business Management, to the podium to introduce various guests to the audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good morning to the august gathering. So before I begin with the introduction of the guest, I remember a few lines by Roy Bent. He once said, "The simple mantra to witness a successful moment is to turn your obstacles and into opportunities and the problems into possibilities." And here we are on this red letter day of March 2nd, 2024, standing in front of you as strong and a strengthened team as we present to you the 12th International Conference on Multidisciplinary Research. I, Girisyal, Coordinator Business Management and Joint Organizing Secretary, PCTE ICMR 2024, wholeheartedly welcome all the dignitaries, keynote speakers, session chairpersons, delegates, national, international board, and last but not the least, my seniors, my faculty members, colleagues, and the students of PCTE Group of Institutes. please, a huge round of applause for all. We are joyous to witness the gracious presence of all of you, and this has made our conference more enriched and brightened our PCT flag. Before we introduce our keynote speakers to the House, I take this opportunity to invite the man behind this idea, convener of PCT ICMR 2024, Dr. Naresh Sachdev, to give you a formal address to the conference.
Thank you, Dr. Giri. Good morning. And I believe I'm really excited for this conference. We have been working for the last good amount of 2 months, and my whole team has really made it happen. I, Dr. Naresh Sachdev, Director of Punjab College of Technical Education, Gambia, and convener of this international conference for multidisciplinary, take this privilege, and I'm elated, I'm delighted, I'm thankful. Each one of you present here. My special thanks to Dr. David Chaudhary, Dr. Ali, Dr. Rashid, Dr. Gerensu, Dr. Amani, Dr. Rehad, and all of those delegates, all those seniors, all those keynote speakers, all session chairs, my faculty, my worthy Director General, Dr. K.N.S. Khan, my DSW, Dr. Scotland, all unit heads, faculties, and my dear students. It's really a privilege to have you on this awesome morning. We're going to have really confluence of various domains into this international conference. It's indeed a great day for the history of the PCT to have this 12th international conference, and I take this opportunity to introduce my prestigious institute, PCTE Group of Institutes. The institute is incepted in 1999, and we are running in the 25th year of celebration. And PCT is a beacon of excellence for academic. We have been rated one of the best business schools and technological education institute across northern India by various magazines. To relate one, we are the second best return on investment ROI institute for business management across India. This beacon of Institute of Excellence is being represented by 52 countries, students which come here, take academics, get excelled, go back to the country, and henceforth are doing wonderful into their domains. With a legacy of 25 years, it was really a privilege for us to organize this intellect event, so-called as PCT ICMR 2024. And in this, we have one theme across. We are going to be deliberating research papers, confronting on sustainability. This conference is a conference of 4 domains. We have a domain for science and technology, we have a domain for management, we have a domain for pharmacy, medical life sciences, and biotechnology. We also have a domain for hospitality, which includes HM, BDTM, journalism, and my fashion designing department. And it's my privilege to tell you that in this conference we received 203 papers across eminent scientists representing Northern India. And I'm really thankful and express my gratitude to each researcher, each faculty member, everyone who has contributed to this international conference. And to my privilege, really excited to announce that we had a global meet for 7 days, and delegates from 3 countries were there. They were giving their input 8 days they have spent at PCTE Group of Institutes. My heart thanks, really, my heart melts to welcome and express my gratitude to Dr. Amani from Luxor University, Dr. Hassan from Luxor University, Dr. Dehab from Mansoura University, Dr. Rashid from the British University of UK at Egypt, and Dr. Hassan again from Luxor University. These 5 delegates have really given up the best, and I believe my students and faculty have interacted with the best of internet. Not taking much of your time, I congratulate all the delegates who are present here among us to present their valuable contribution on the research, and I wish all the delegates all the best, all the good once again. Thank you very much. And inshallah, we're going to have one of the best conferences in my district.
Thank you, sir. So on this place, I also take this opportunity to say a big thanks to Dr. K.N.S. Kang, Director General PCTE Group of Institutes, and Mrs. Harpreet Kaur Kang, Dean International Affairs and President LME Association, to show us this vision and always been a guiding torch so that we can present ourselves on this very precious day among our own excellence to all the audience. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, ma'am. Now, proceeding with, let me introduce you to our eminent keynote speakers from different domains for the day. So I introduce you to you Dr. Ahmed Baiji Rashid, a distinguished president, chief scientist at the Civilization Rights Institute Incorporation in the USA. He brings 38 years of expertise in architectural engineering, sustainability, and civilization studies as a professor for sustainability and future studies. With a remarkable leadership background, he has led numerous international projects, collaborated with prestigious organizations, and spearheaded initiatives like the Work and Hope Olympics of Suez Canal. Dr. Rashid is an accomplished author with over 70 publications and an active advocate for community resilience and environmental conservation. His profound impact extends globally, showcasing a rich legacy in academia, consultancy, and civic engagement. Please, a big round of applause for our guest. A warm welcome to you, sir. Now I request Dr. Naresh to present a bouquet to our guest. Thank you, sir. I would also request Dr. Rashid to share his experience about the Global Week at PCTE.
Good morning, everyone. I think it's not that easy to start the first words to every one of you, but I need first to thank everyone who organized this event, this conference, and the intense week of culture. When we start to think about attending this gathering, it was a lot of energy came from different parties, and once we arrived here, we found that more than any one of us could expect it. I was not organizing to say the first talk. I was preparing a PowerPoint presentation to give, but now I'm going to talk from my own heart. I would like to thank every one of you. I'm not the one who could have catchy all the names, but I'm sure that from Dr. Naresh, from the respected, doctor and the owners, which he started, I think, by 1999 to write the history. It is something like every day, it is kind of challenge. I used to say that life is 3 days only, It is yesterday to infinity. It is now, which we are already writing the history, and it's going to be tomorrow, which is the future. So we are now shaping the future, trying to make this kind of connection between academia and industry. It's kind of a game. So it is in Egypt as a game, it's in India as a game, and of course with the United States, it's a game all over the world, it's kind of gaming. How we could achieve that connection, it is something that we are going to do whatever we could do from research, but sometimes there is kind of uncertainty. And with this uncertainty, it is going to be having this kind of, as they use every time, kind of chance. There will be challenges, there will be change. The word change is something that is not that easy for all of us to think about it. We with our, somehow experiences, which we got, but before with civilizations, I came from the great civilization, which is Egypt, to the great civilization, which is India, with the civilization is already ongoing, which is the United States. And I found that with all those civilizations, there was a limited time if you think it is going to be built without science. But by science, you'll be assured that you're going to have the extension, the continuity, whatever is going to be happening. Now, if we're going to say that the United States, they have this kind of civilization, they have the pursuit of that science, which is NASA. All the universities, whatever we're going to talk about, Harvard, or whatever, they have this kind of, all this within what we so-called NASA. And I'm sure within India, they have their own NASA, which is all the institutions. And here is one, PCTE is one of the greatest institutions with the power, with the 52 nations and youth, which we have already been exercised on the last week with a lot of lectures. I have already given 6 lectures. I'm sure every one of my colleagues already gave some of the lectures, but it was not lectures. It's kind of a dialogue, discussion, and debate for what is we're going to have tomorrow. I'm sure today that we are going to have a more energy, but it's not going to stop for today. It is only a start for tomorrow. Whatever I'm going to say thanks, it's not going to cover what we are already feeling from our heart. Me and my colleagues, which we came from Egypt, will have a lot of not only memories, but hopes. What and how and where we are going to continue with that, of course, next phase. So we hope next time you will be all in Egypt. This will be something which would be an honor for all of us as Egyptians. But again, there will be a connection with Civilization Right Institute, which was there in the States to have all different civilizations in one institute. I already have colleagues from India and the States, from Peru, from Mexico, from Italy, from Greece. But this is what we say that the ancient civilization. No, we already have from even the more advanced Japanese, Americans, whatever. We try to think that are we being able to have a civilization rights like human rights, like women rights? We would be able to have with the United Nations a civilization.
I truly believe that, as I said, such kind of cross-border collaborations, research will definitely bring us a new phase of new civilizations, which we can help in building the new nations. Thank you, sir. Now I request Gaurav Magar to please introduce the next guest.
Thank you so much, Dean ma'am, and good morning, everybody. Before we move ahead to introduce our next keynote speaker to the August gathering, I'd like to welcome our sponsors, because of whom our event has been successful. The team from AU Small Finance Bank, can we please welcome them with a huge round of applause. Moving ahead with the introduction of our next keynote speaker, we are honored to welcome Professor Dr. Nimit Chaudhary, an esteemed figure in the field of tourism and management, as a keynote speaker for today's conference. With a wealthier and enriched experience and expertise from Jamia Millia Islamia University, New Delhi, Professor Chaudhary brings with him invaluable insights that promise to inspire and enlighten us all. Join us as we delve into his visionary perspectives and embark on a journey towards a more resilient world. May we please welcome Dr. Nimit Chaudhary with a huge round of applause. And I request our convener of PCTE ICMR 2024, Dr. Naresh Sachdev, to kindly present a bouquet to Dr. Nimit. It's indeed a matter of great pride and pleasure for us to have Dr. Nimit. Welcome you, sir. Now I hand over the mic to Ginny ma'am for introducing our next speaker. Thank you.
So before introducing our next speaker, I would request Dr. Nimit Chaudhary to share his experience with all of our attendees. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Khan, Deputy General of the institution, Dr. Rashid from Egypt, Dr. Ali, who I met yesterday from IC, Sir Director of the Business School, Dr. Guinea. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, let me place on record my appreciation and gratitude for the organizers of this event. For having invited me to this event and allowing me this opportunity to be talking to all of you. Thank you for having me. I must also take this opportunity to congratulate the institution for completing I must admit that I was a bit confused and perplexed because I was being invited for an interdisciplinary conference, and as Dr. Sachdeva shared with us, there are probably 4 to 5 domains that have been represented in this conference. So I was a bit perplexed, like what is that I should be talking to with such a varied audience. And then the challenge is compounded because I've been just been instructed that we are running short of time, and so I need to be very brief and what I do. But then let me start by saying that I appreciate the very good work that this institute PCTE is doing, which in fact is contributing to the dream. We call it dream of New India, because we, and I'm talking largely to this body of youngsters sitting in this audience, that we need to understand that we are through some exciting times, and this exciting time is here, and probably for the first time since we became independent in 1947, because we are right now almost in the beginning of a window of opportunity called the democratic dividend window. Any country, any society which does exceedingly well, one of the best times for it is when they are through this window of opportunity, which is called the demographic dividend. What is this demographic dividend? This is, a period of time depending on the demographic profile of the community, where the number of people who can contribute to the society is relatively more than the number of people who are dependent on the people who are contributing. So if you go by the definition, people within the age bracket of 60 to 64 years, when this number or this set of people is more in the society, then the people who are more than 64 years or less than 16 years, then the number of dependents is less. And then there is a surplus productivity in the society and the community which can contribute to its development. Now there have been various estimates, and the estimate is that in 2018 until 2052, India or Indian society will be passing through this phase of demographic dividend. And during this time, we need to be working some of the important dimensions of our existence. And what are those dimensions? Of course, governance and economics, economy of the society and the community. But two very important dimensions for us in this audience is health and education. So we represent education here, and we are also concerned with health. Health, you can translate it or you can interpret it as wellness. So wellness of the youth from 2018 until 2052 is of utmost importance, is of paramount importance to all of us. And through education, we need to ensure that all the other three dimensions, that is governance, economy, and wellness, are are well placed and are moving in the right direction. Since I have little time, I will not be focusing on more examples, but yes, we also need to understand that there are a lot of challenges that are faced by the youth, and we need to address those issues. Since I come from the tourism domain, I need to talk something about tourism, and the only input I give about tourism is that tourism travel also contributes to the wellness of individuals. Every time you travel, every time you move out of your place, your exposure is increased exposure, and because of this increased exposure, there is a spirituality dividend that comes back to you. So you are spiritually elevated, mentally agile, physically fit when you travel. So keep traveling. The other point that I would like to bring to the table today is that in India we are talking about the new, it's not new, but the national education policy. There are a lot of things on the paper, but what I want to share with this audience is that we need to understand that there is a paradigm shift in the way we have been learning. And what is that paradigm shift? All this time, Satdeva Sahab and me and people of our age, we have been through a system of learning, which was essentially a push system of learning, where learning, knowledge, information was pushed onto us. Today, this is being gradually and through the use of technology, this is being replaced by a full model of learning, where the learner decides what he or she wants to learn and then must pull this information. And the simplest example is that if you want to, if something is wrong with your mobile phone, how do you set it right? You go to YouTube, pull out a video, how to fix your phone, learn from it, and fix your phone. That is how you do it. So you are in a way dependent on yourself to seek learning, and that is what should come to the entire landscape of learning. We need to reorient ourselves for this. But why am I talking about this today in this conference? The reason is plain and simple, because what to learn, how to search for learning is the issue of research that has been emphasized in national education policy. National education policy time and again says that we need to focus on research, and my problem, and let me share with you on this today from this podium, is that the moment we talk about research being introduced at the undergraduate level or at the postgraduate level, it's the same syllabus of research, the classical syllabus, the classical structure of research objective, what is research design, what are the methodology, how you should correct. The same course that we teach to postgraduate students, to PhD students, almost the same stuff is what we're trying to teach to the undergraduate students. Please understand, we need to, research is being discussed because we need to be more meaningful in our approach to learning. So when I say we need to learn, we need to pull information. Where do I pull information? Where do I seek information? This is what youngsters need to be equipped with. So there's a problem at hand, there's a real problem, there's a real world problem before you, and you as youngsters, as citizens of tomorrow, as managers of tomorrow, need to find solutions to these problems which come your way. How do you do it? You need to be equipped with certain tools, certain skills, certain aptitude. But okay, this is a problem, let me search for the solution. Are you comfortable with this? And the answer is you need to be comfortable with this, and research has to be this simple for all of us. It need not be complicated. The problem with today's research is that it is presented and pretended to be very complicated, something very, very intellectual, which only some great minds can do. Please, that is not the case. Each of you is very well placed, equipped, competent enough to do research about issues that come your way. So please equip yourself and things like this, events like this, where you listen to people from different domains, their different experiences is definitely going to help you, with this with developing this kind of a research aptitude. So with this, I will stop here and congratulate the organizers for putting together this very wonderful event. And thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. And it is right such occasions, such formal events add to your knowledge, which helps you to boost in your career. Introducing our next keynote speaker for the day, Dr. S.M. Ali. As an accomplished executive secretary at Indian Society for Technical Education, this will boost a distinguished career trajectory, having held perpetual roles such as director at the Solar Society, Energy Society of India, of membership at the Institution of Engineering from prestigious international universities. Expertise lies in renewable energy, with notable contributions including guiding PhD students, presenting extensively and publishing prolifically. Sir has conducted numerous seminars and workshops in collaboration with esteemed organizations, fostering innovation and knowledge dissemination in technology. The commitment to green energy is evident through initiatives like installing grid-connected solar plants and pioneering certification programs to raise awareness and promote sustainability. A big round of applause for our guest. I request Professor Sapan Chalna, Dean DSW, to honor the guest with a bouquet. Thank you, sir. Our guest Dr. Ali was the gathering with his words.
Very good morning to all. It is my proud privilege to be here on the special request of Dr. Gandhi and the Institute of PCTE on this international conference. Honestly speaking, my time is already over, but still then, giving me an opportunity. So, I did two things. Firstly, I must congratulate the organizing this multidisciplinary research project. Turkey and Egypt, Dr. Rashid, and in their premises, continue research, innovation, and entrepreneurship. So we'll discuss this matter also because nowadays technical education should not be confined to any one place, it should be globalized. The graduates which are coming out from any institute, they must be globally accredited. So that is why accreditation has an important role, not only in India, but also in the world. Every institute in accreditation, particularly the undergraduate course and postgraduate course, unless you are willing to conduct some special test, this is the international accreditation. So, in this accreditation system, the course curriculum should be outcome-based. Even in the new education policy also has the multidisciplinary research. Starting from the school education, they are giving the skill, even going for the research, and the undergraduate program will be 3 years instead of the 4 years, and your postgraduate will be 1 year, and that will move toward the more research. So, keeping in this constant, and it is going to be implemented within 2 years entire country. So every institute and university has to focus on the new education policy. Just 2 days before, I had an interaction with our former AICT chairman Anil Sastrebute. He is the chairman of the MBA and also he is sitting in our IST campus site building. He told me there will be a massive change in the technical education. An institute has to focus on the research, innovation, startup. That is why each and every institute and university is focused on the startup to encourage the young mass. I believe many young researchers are sitting in front of me. I am extremely happy and congratulate the management of the PCTE for inviting the young researcher, because the young researcher's mind is always fresh with the young talent. We as a teacher have to encourage the young talent so that our country breakfast. Why not we'll think from the green to green? That should be green. That means it should not have the environmental things. Then we can also prosper. All and sudden heart attack face. We also face we are running from one place. Mind should be very clear and always think positive. But understood, destination is one. Maybe Ram, maybe Allah, maybe Jesus. All is one. What I believe, He always thinks to help us, all will there to help us. For this program with Qatar University and some river university, the date is finally today. But destiny is something. When Gandhi told me, Dr. Gandhi, Alisha, you have to come. We are organizing and such a delighted guest is coming from Egypt, Turkey and other place. This rescheduled date, it is possible because all of you have an affection and destiny of the God to come over here and give some thought of mine. So, another important thing I came to know that 203 paper you have received. IST is publishing a journal, Indian Journal of Technical, which is under UGC care. If management wish and desire, we can publish your selected paper in our journal. That I am doing from the IST side. If that paper will be shared with you, that will be published. And second thought, we are also bringing a special issue for this conference, various conference, everything. Then we can publish a special issue of that which is under UGC care. We both modality can be worked out. So that the paper where the researchers have been published, once it is under UGC care, or in the Scopus journal for their career profession, it will be more advantage rather than, of course, in an international conference, if you present a paper, some 10 marks and 15 marks in the API score is there. But if it is in the journal, it will be both additive. So that possibility is Professor Sardeva Saab and the team and Director General can think. We are there to support from the IST. I am assuring on behalf of the IST and President Dr. Desai to give all kind of support to PCTE for the activity and collaboration. Madam, I elaborated because recently we have launched in the Green Energy 2 certification program for engineering college students. One is the Senior Green Ambassador. I will share the details because time is less. That is a certification program completely on the online of various modules we have prepared on the renewable energy, and after successful completion, you will get a certificate. You will be declared as a green ambassador, senior green ambassador of the country to promote the green energy in the different forum. That, of course, from the Ministry of Renewable Energy is supporting for that one. And of course, those are engineering graduates. Now, Modi ji has announced 1 crore hours of free electricity, rooftop solar. But challenge is coming, who is going to certify whether this technology has been properly installed or not. So for that purpose, we have launched one solar chartered engineer certification from the IST and from the Ministry of the Solar Energy. Any engineering graduate having domain knowledge or want to build up the career in the solar field have undergone this certification program. This is also new concept we have introduced. There is a huge response we are getting from the particularly Middle East country because lot of solar projects are coming. So any graduates or any of the engineering guys want to career, they can mail me and share all details. With these few words, again, I am very much thankful to the management inviting me to this August gathering and multidisciplinary research. I am excited and thrilled since the board paper must have come in the renewable and sustainable is there. In some times I will get time to come over specially. I will deliver a lecture in the renewable energy, particularly two aspects. One is the EV vehicle. Particularly there is a great demand in the EV technology where a special conference can be arranged. We will support, sir, with the solar energy and the ministry and IST has a special conference on the EV technology because government has planned within 2025-26 all diesel vehicle will be uprooted from the road because of the climatic condition. So new technology has to be adopted. Another most important technology is coming, drone technology. Perhaps many young us, many social graduates, we rightly require more than 1 lakh pilot, drone pilot certified by DGCA. Rightly it is not available. Students who want to make a career in drone technology, there is some certification course IST has launched with the Dronacharya Drone Academy Pune. That also certification course can be carried out in your campus to career in the drone technology. With this word, I again appreciate and thank you very much for this international multidisciplinary conference. This is the right approach, keeping in view of the new education policy, the multidisciplinary research, because all research not confined to correlate only sustainable to domain area, it should be interrelated. Rightly, the person, immediate person on tourism, hospital management, and many other things are there. So we can interrelate the research for betterment of the country. Our country will be prosper when our young mind will come together, young researcher will come together, both the country in the green and technology and green humanitarian, then only our country prospers. Then the world is saying, no, somebody is telling it will be Ram Rajya. Meaning of Ram Rajya means green liberation. That means I'm not confining this. It is a green thing, that means everything is transparent and everything will be reachable to all. That is called the green technology and green area. Let us join in hand together to move India ahead with the green environment and green technology. With this word, thank you very much. Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, Allah Hafiz. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wise words. Now I would request Dr. Gautam Bansal, Dean and Registrar, PCTE Group of Institutes, to honor Mr. Mukesh Kumar, Manager, AU Finance, Small Finance Bank, for the generous support for this research conference. Thank you, sir. Now moving on to further, welcoming our keynote speaker for the day. I request Ms. Prabjot Kaur to honor Dr. Hassan Rafaq, Fulbright Scholar and Senior Lecturer, Tour Guidance Department, Faculty of Tourism and Hotel, Luxury University, Egypt. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I also request ma'am to please welcome Dr. Murad Al-Baza, Assistant Professor of Tourism, Luxury University, Egypt, Certified Cabin Crew Instructor. Thank you, sir. Ma'am, I again request you to present a bouquet to Dr. Amnia Shah, Assistant Professor, Director of Information Systems Department, Faculty of Computer and Information Sciences, Luxury University, Egypt. Thank you, ma'am. Seema ma'am to please present a bouquet to Mr. Rajat Kullar, Manager, Pharma Covid Lens Operations, Paraxel International Private Limited. I also request you, ma'am, to present a bouquet to Dr. Damanpreet Singh, Principal Scientist, CSIR, Institute of Himalayan Bioresource Technology, Palanpur. Thank you, ma'am. I request Manisha ma'am to please present a bouquet to Dr. Kiran Sood, Professor at Tilkara Business School, Tilkara University, Punjab, India. Thank you, ma'am. I also request you to please present, Manisha ma'am, I request you to present bouquet to your Simarjeet Singh, General Manager, SM ITSO Limited, Ropar. A hearty welcome to all the guests. Thank you everyone for your presence in this conference. Now we proceed towards release of conference proceeding. I request Manisha ma'am to please provide the conference proceedings on the dais. I also extend a warm welcome to Dr. Rajinder Kaur and Dr. Sita for being the session chair in our conference for today. Welcome, ma'am. So before proceeding towards our tracks, it gives me an immense honor to announce that ISTE, that is Indian Society for Technical Education, is honoring our international delegates by a memento. So I request Dr. S.M. Ali to honor all our international guests. So proceeding with Dr. Ahmed Rashid, please a big round of applause for them. Dr. Murad. I request Dr. Murad to please come on the dais. Dr. Hassan Rafat. Dr. Amne Akshar. And I request Dr. Emil Rashid to take the memento on behalf of Dr. Rehab. Thank you, sir. Thank you for honoring our international delegates. So before proceeding towards for the high tea, I would like to let you know that we have the 4 tracks for the conference today. Track 1 is Science and Technology. Venue for the same is Seminar Hall 1, Engineering Block. Track 2, Management. Seminar Hall 2, Engineering Block. Track 3, Pharmacy, MLS and Biotech. Lecture Hall 3, Pharmacy Block. And track 4, HM Hospitality, Tourism, Travel and Tourism, Seminar Hall, HM Block. I request all the track heads to please accompany the guests and the delegates to the respective venues after the high tea. And again, I extend a warm welcome to all the delegates, keynote speakers, session chairs, guests and the students to this 12th International Multidisciplinary Conference, PCTE ICMR